Hey guys, what's up? This is Ragnarok Total War here with part 122 of my Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Karl Franz campaign on Legendary difficulty. Alright, so last time we fought a very frantic battle here against Wraight the Wanderer. Took a ton of damage on these great swords, but managed to hold the line long enough for us to get rid of them. And we really need to get moving against Norska, because the thing is, they're starting to recruit a lot more mammoths, which do take a little bit of time to recruit, but they are difficult to deal with. Yeah, not having a lot of fun, and most of them aren't even it's just the feral mammoths so far that we've been dealing with, not the shoot. We'll go for this next, I think, and just work towards reducing his upkeep cost for his army, for Aristotle's army. Yeah, anyway, what I was trying to say was, yeah, just the feral mammoths giving us a really hell of a time. The army is not really built for taking on mammoths, that's for sure. There's no real anti-large here. I mean, the crossbows are okay. Guns would be much better, and cannons would be much better than the rocket batteries. I want to consider putting a couple cannons, taking a couple of those crossbows out of the army and putting cannons in instead of them. Right, so I was a little bit undecided last time what I wanted to do with Foucault. I think we will bring him back here to protect Zoshenk and hunt down this piece of crap army. Even though Zoshenk might have been able to hold out against that. Anyway, unfortunately, it's going to allow Polak to try and block him here.
Not likely.
Failure, come on, man. Not that
Seek out the heretics.
really necessary that we block him.
What have you to say? Disagree with that.
Both failed. Ridiculous. Oh, right. We can recruit another witch hunter. 4 more turns till Franz is ready for action.
Prince and Emperor.
Sort of sucks, but it is what it is. Some expensive units that we're recruiting presently. Leave that at level 2 for now. Okay. Abandon the Ice Drake Ford. What should we do with Grunwald?
Yes, son of Sigmar.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Send him up here to help with Norska, but bring him back to Altdorf. Not that Altdorf is really under any kind of threat. You never know. It's nice to have an army in the heart of the Empire to respond to anybody that potentially gets out of line.
The winds blow strong.
Pull this. Come in this way.
Onwards for Hish.
Let us forge our
Nori's
fate.
coming down here. We're gonna recruit another. We're gonna recruit the Reichsguard down there.
By the comet. Yes.
Maybe we should just full on. You know what? We've got him up here. Why not just?
What does
Why
the
not
Emperor
use him
bid?
up here?
To strengthen
We'll send him
the
back
Empire.
to Altdorf
Moving off.
later on, after Norska's been neutralized.
Sigmarite
We're gonna full on
Archlector,
attack
protector
Norska
of
with
the
our
weak.
crap stacks. Crossbows and mortars. And we've got a couple guns up here now, a couple
I will
cannons.
marshal the band. What does the Emperor bid?
Anyway, we'll leave this for now. I think I will replace 2 of those crossbows eventually with cannons.
I will
And
marshal
just
the
give the
men.
army a little bit more teeth. A
By
little bit
Sigmar.
sharper teeth. But I like this. Which we've got here. With this fourth army, I don't think they'll
Now,
have any chance really to stop us. Right, Uther.
it is for the best. On march!
Stop in Middenheim for a moment.
By the comet. By
2
Sigmar's right.
turns, exactly. Just round out his army. That should be a
What orders?
plenty to take on Norskins. I'm getting that upgraded.
I trust no man.
I'll have to suffice for the time being.
Bring me to my men. Cleanse the empire. Step to it.
What do you require?
I need a scout. That's what I require.
Sing
And
battle
Lodbrok, you're my
hymns.
man. Moving up that way. Lots of little tiny stacks. One's a little bit bigger, but nothing in there that scares me too much.
I command here.
Anyway, we're technically not at war with them right now, so see what they end up doing. Right, I want to. Ah, man. 2 things I want to do. I want to recruit another witch hunter. On weapon master. Rest of those aren't really the traits I'm looking for in a witch hunter, though. We'll wait till we get a good trait, I think. In the meantime, what I really wanted to do was build the academy here in Tempelhof. Look up most of our resources. We'll put one of these here too. Conclave. I'm just basically putting this so we can get that, putting that there to unlock the technology. Maybe we should have put it here. Where and what we should build. That was roads done. Those we're gonna let revolt. Looks pretty good. On the move.
Power within prayer.
You two are just boosting the public order, which is stabilizing now. I think that's it for this turn.
What do you want of me?
Altdorf
Yes.
and recruiting our Hemigriff army, our cavalry. So technically we probably should have made the Reichsguard first
Rise Sigmar.
before we made these guys, but anyway, we'll get the Reichsguard in the
Power
field
within
soon.
prayer. What do you require?
Not a
Now,
warrior priest, did we move him?
Cleanse the empire.
Brought one of you around this way. We still could, but that's a long ways to go. Might as well just have them both come this way.
Onwards. That is doubt.
He's gotta be a pain in the
What?
ass to get rid of.
So?
9%? Alright, looks good. I think we can end the turn. Nothing really to do here.
Do not think hope to play games with me.
Just wanted to check if we had recently gotten peace with them. We're free to declare war on them without worrying about any kind of
Friends of the Empire.
diplomatic
Come.
problems. Oh man. Strength 1. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Might go for military alliance with them eventually. I don't know. Starting to change my mind about going for full map completion. I mean, I still really want to do it, but it's just it's gonna take so long, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. But anyway, let's we'll contemplate that. I will read some more Sword of Justice. Akendorfer looked nauseous. An excellent plan. Natasha gave him a contemptuous glare. I hope you mean that, Lore Master. If I detect a lessening of your enthusiasm again, you know what awaits. Glanced at the rack of spikes, and a shudder visibly passed through his body. Yes, my lady, he mumbled. Enough entertainment. Are you making progress? Yes, my lady. He's left the city. He's at the end of his strength. Your influence is having its effect. It lasted longer than I'd expected, but it's turning his mind. The dreams have driven out his sleep. And there's the root. The air's full of it. He's finished. Don't be sure. He will resist until he cracks. Does he have the numbers to defeat the Greenskins? Akendorfer gave a nervous laugh. He could defeat them on his own. He's got days of frustration locked in him. I've seen that. Natasha didn't smile. What amused her, and what didn't seem arbitrary. Good. That gives us an opening. The opening we need. Go back to the Averberg. Continue your work. The time has come for my husband and I to make our move. I'll send word to him, and we'll make the final preparations together. When the moment comes, you will perform the final rite. Do not fail. Akendorfer shuddered. No, my lady. Then Natasha suddenly paused, cocked her head to one side as if listening for something. Her soul intense and drew back from the railing. Oh, how delightful, Natasha mused. I think my games have just got even better. Akendorfer looked around the chamber, confused. The youths still crept around in their agonized state. I don't understand. There's someone in the building, she said, licking her lips. A new companion for my pets, perhaps. We'll see. Verstholen felt his heart jump. He had to get out of the chamber. Suddenly, something kept him frozen in place. A heavy reluctance to leave came over him. He gripped the railing of the balcony, heart hammering. Free yourselves, children, said Natasha indulgently, looking at the miserable wretches crawling on the floor around her. Just for the moment, I'll let you go. But you know what you have to do. You know the rules. Stand. As one, the mirror-eyed youth stood up. Their limbs seemed to snap into action, though the movements were strangely jerky. It was as if a puppet master had suddenly picked up the strings. Their mirrors went dark. Then, one by one, a purple light kindled in them. The youths started to smile. Their lips pulled round in ugly, tooth-filled grins. It stretched their faces horribly. Verstholen guessed it wasn't really them smiling. Yeah, we'll take this. I mean, it's 2,000 gold, and he's not really a threat to us, so take it. That sight helped break the spell. He pulled his hands from the railing and drew back from the edge. He felt the package where it lay. He left the package where it lay, going as quietly as he could. His fear was mounting. He had to keep under control. Every muscle in his body was screaming to run. Well, Verstholen seems like he's got himself in quite the little jam there. So we'll have to see if he makes it out of there alive. He's yeah, in a really tough spot, and we know why we now know why Schwarzhelm has been so flustered lately, I guess. They've been using the joy root on him to
What? By the
corrupt his mind. So yeah, some things happening.
True servant.
All right,
of
Hellborg.
Sigmar.
No longer needed here. We're gonna disband both of you, and
Praise be to Sigmar.
Dante
Ever onward.
to the Longship Graveyard and catch up to this guy. And we're gonna cross that river. It might be better to go around this way, land on this side of the river if that's possible. Okay, we'll just go this way. We'll be able to encamp right there.
I live to serve the Emperor.
Grunwald.
This will bolster the nation. Yes, son of Sigmar.
Champion of the faith.
By the
I'd like to
comet.
get an idea what kind of force
Combat
they've got over
forward.
here at the Grayling Moat. I'm not confident that Grunwald can
The
take that on
Empire.
his own. Thinking the best thing for us to do,
Ready.
our armies together. I don't see a whole lot of point in building defenses here because, as we've seen here, they replenish so fucking slowly that it's almost not even worth having them. The defense building is not really a priority. I guess we'll just build this. Provide us a little bit of ink. Get that built up.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector. No. I will
I'd like to
marshal the
get rid
men.
of them. Bit of replenishment there. To
Tools of
continue
judgment
Shadow
ready.
Cola.
By the silver hammer.
Damn it, I didn't even look at the odds there.
We cannot.
Fucking hell.
Report.
Just one time I'd like to see you guys actually
Fool's
block him.
action.
Wow.
Yes.
3 more turns for the Emperor. Fort Ostrog should be okay against this. Is this... And again, it is Koalek. And they are chosen. We've got the numbers. The garrison might actually lose against this tiny army.
Here to serve.
What does the Emperor bid?
My journey
Ah,
begins.
yeah. Have Foucault run back and forth, back and forth.
True servant of Sigmar.
Who calls?
To get rid of this army. Alright. Move Dante to there.
Strengthen the Empire.
Protector
Foucault can
of the
protect against Koalek for now. And maybe even catch him. And then if need be, he can fall back to Zoshank. And we'll
Yes, my
have
lord.
Aristotle try and catch up with this army. And our scouts
Moving off.
here.
Let us forge our faith. Die!
Oh, good job. Somebody actually succeeded for a change.
Yes.
Just right, Bay of Bays, I'm not too worried about that province or holding on to it. At least right now anyway. We don't need to worry about public order there. We just let it revolt. Dante's gonna try and catch up with him. Frog is back. But I think the best thing for us to do is try and get our armies together. And that way we can, with these 3 armies, we should be able to have no issues whatsoever. For now.
So, by Sigmar's right, to battle.
Get in there.
What does the Emperor bid? What do you require?
To the provinces.
Oh, one more turn, and we can send Uther north as well. Not gonna worry about that. This Moran is going to try and attack that settlement. Oh, we've abandoned it. Albert Einstein leveled up just sitting here. Bad. That might be useful. Still got a ways to go. 4 more turns before army ready to go.
Now,
Guys are just gonna hang out here for now. Not exactly the optimum use of them,
it is
but
time.
they're gonna be used for the Reichsguard when we recruit that army. Oh, weapon master, impressive. None of these are really. They're not good. The other traits. I want somebody with like extra line of sight or something. Ooh. Be able to recruit some Knights of the Blazing Sun soon. Maybe we'll get a 3rd cavalry army in. The Reichsguard, Blazing Sun, and Demigrips. We need to put the armory in here. Be able to do that. This province, or finish off that build slot in it.
Ready.
You sir, get moving to the north.
Men, forward.
Need a lot of you guys to help keep public order under control up there. Province is growing very quickly. 2 more turns for Franz.
Ready. There is
Equip.
power
I think that's it for this turn.
Nation calls.
Freaking cruising through this thing. Take a quick look at you here. Yeah, just try and catch up to Korlak. I don't know where that other Skaven army went. Push stance or something. Anything else we can build? Good build. Oh, really? Alright, end turn. Let's see if Verstholen can make his escape here, guys. Bring him to me, cried Natasha. From below, her slaves started hissing, and there was the sound of doors slamming open. Verstholen felt panic overtake him. He gave up on stealth and turned to speed, burst from the antechamber, and careered down the stairs. The sound of the oncoming slaves echoed along the corridor. They were coming for him. The double doors had slammed open. His route back was blocked. Hoping there was a way out somewhere at the rear of the townhouse, Verstholen turned to his right, back into the depths of the building, and broke into a sprint. From behind, he could hear the noise of his pursuers. They'd lost their immobility. They were able to
I
move
will hear
like
your
spiders.
petition, but make no promises to act on it.
Oh, Throg wants peace, eh? Get some money from him, but we've got them on the run. Try and finish them off now. I mean, it's still going to be a pain in the ass, but with all those armies in the north now, shouldn't have too much troubles. He gritted his teeth, tried to quell the panic within him, tore down the curving corridor. As he went, he pulled the flintlock from his holster. His fingers felt clumsy. Cocked the hammer, feeling the cool metal respond instantly. Two shots, then he'd be back to knife work. The blade in his favored left hand, pistol in his right, he plowed on. But he wants to be friends. The corridor ended in another set of double doors. Without pausing, Verstholen barged into them. You could hear the rattling pursuit behind him, metal against stone. The doors were unlocked and slammed open. There was a large chamber beyond, lit by more of the jasmine torches. He had the vague impression of long tables, all covered with joyroot. Further back, giant vials boiled with liquid. They were refining it. There were 6 copper kettles, naturally. As he burst into the chamber, the figures within turned slowly to face him. They were clearly Natasha's creations. They'd all been altered. Most had no mouths, no nostrils left. How they breathed was a mystery, but it must have kept them from sampling the stock. They stared at him with hopeless, empty eyes. Those who had eyes left, that is. He ignored them, barging his way past the drying tables. The hissing was close behind. The pets were gaining. Despite having their bones rearranged, they were quick. A drone worker lurked into his path. Using his knife hand, Verstholen punched him in what was left of his face and pushed him aside, barely breaking stride.
Such is a grave insult.
These poor wretches were scarcely alive and were no threat to him. The far end of the chamber loomed. There were 2 doors in the far wall, one on the left, one on the right. Both were open, gaping like mouths. Which one? Verstholen felt the scales pendant dangling at his neck. Ward all harm, he whispered. Chose left, pushing his way past the shambling, mouthless drones. From behind he heard one of Natasha's pets leap onto a table, scattering joyroot essence across the floor. The hissing was getting louder. Well, he's got himself in quite the little situation here. Poor guy. But, wondering if he's gonna make his way out of there. Alright, what do we got? Ulrich. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of you, sir. Oh my gosh, are you fucking kidding me? Ah, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Crossing the river uses all of our movement here.
I will marshal the men.
Yeah.
What?
Alright, Uther. Ready to go.
We march.
There. We've got to leave somebody stationed here, unfortunately. We're only going to be able to bring 3 armies to bear. Just because public order... Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave him here for 1 turn, just to give that bonus to the public order for now.
Yes, my lord.
Public order's okay right here.
Yes, a sound plan.
I will marshal the men.
Alright, good. I wanted these guys to go that way. Good, we didn't want them coming this way. That'll allow us to focus on catching up to Korlek. I wonder if we can actually make the attack there. We might have just enough movement, I'm not sure.
Show me the accused. Seek out the heretics.
Show me the accused.
Goodness, the odds are bad.
Yes.
And this has got to work sooner or later.
We
We've
cannot.
been attempting it for now.
I trust no man. I will stop them.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tools of
Out
judgment
of curiosity,
ready.
what are your... So, any of those are going to make a difference. Bollocks.
Awaiting
I'm gonna
orders.
try that attack and see if we've actually got enough movement. I'm just wondering...
It is time.
Or, sorry, Aristotle.
The Empire. It is for the best. Yes, my lord.
I think... Just gotta move him to
Let
here.
us move.
I want to move too close.
By Sigmar's
What I'm
right.
kind of hoping is that they make the attack here, thinking
What does
that
the
we don't
Emperor
have
bid?
enough movement,
Pick up the pace.
or thinking that it's undefended, and then we
To
can
the provinces.
attack them the next time around. Fortunately, we're going to take some attrition here.
For the
I don't have
Emperor.
enough movement. No. Wait. Get fade.
Champion of the faith.
Alright, we're gonna suffer a little
Praise
attrition
Sigmar.
there. I think we'll be run rods to sleep.
Who calls?
And then next turn we'll bring him to the Bay of Blades and we'll move north with three armies.
Let us forge our faith.
Yeah, it looks like it's just it's definitely coming for Ice Pack Bay. We're gonna be careful, he might come for Ice Drake Ford next. Which definitely cannot hold him back. But I mean, losing this territory, I wouldn't be too worried about it. It is nice to have sort of like a base of operations, but it kind of keeps us bogged down up there. Content just to raise everything, to be honest.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Alright, let's see if we've got enough movement to hit him. I don't
Faith
think we do.
shields us.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Now.
2 more turns for Franz. God, he can't come soon enough. I mean, Kolak, he might be stupid enough to make the attack
Ready
here.
to serve.
We can take him on.
Rise Sigmar.
Alright, let's recruit the last of these guys. Go with 4 halberds. Beautiful. Crap. What? Hunter. Really, I'm super anxious to build at the moment. Be nice to finish off some of these provinces. Let's let's maybe do some upgrades here. Just so that we have another place where we can recruit troops and we'll have like a staging ground to potentially invade against the orcs. Looks like the orcs are having plenty of problems of their own in the form of the dwarves. Good for us. Unless, of course, we end up at war with the dwarves. They'll pose some problems.
The Empire.
What? On
Come
march!
up this way too. That.
March!
Yeah, just keep an eye on what's going on up here, and then we'll start using these guys to maintain public order, I think. Fine. Oh, son of a bitch. Forgot about the hell pit. Alright, that should be enough to withstand an assault. And then we've got, luckily we've got Foucault right around the corner. I could recruit a general here just to bolster the garrison, but I think that should be fine. I mean, we do have walls as well, so yeah, we should be okay. A lot of rats.
Cleanse the Empire.
I'll do it. On the way up here too. Alright, yeah, I think
Who calls?
good.
The Empire.
So,
Alright. Alright.
Friends of the Empire, come.
He was through the door, back into another corridor, back into the shadows. He ran fast as he could, ignoring the fact he could barely see. His heartbeats echoed in his ears. His heavy breaths turned to ragged. Frightened, panting, joy root dust was in the air. It intensified the panic. The whole place was laced with insanity. He burst into another chamber. It was narrow, high-ceilinged. Up above, windows let in natural moonlight from outside, an external wall. On the far side of the room, there was another door, heavy and lined with metal. Weapons had been stacked in the corner, and Leitdorf banner hung over them, arms for Rufus's men, ready to be deployed. There were men in the room, lounging round a low table. Even as he ran, First Holland could smell the sour beer, see the crude playing cards. This was a guard room, perhaps his last obstacle before outside. One of the guards leapt up, reaching for a sword. Like the doorkeeper, his face had been stretched, misshapen teeth stuck out at unnatural angles from his dog jaw. The others, four of them, had been altered in the same way. They came at him. Oh, for fuck's sake. So he's been doing some recruiting, apparently. Well, I don't know. The thing is here, they've got some troops that are a little bit fast. The Marauder horses, the Chaos Spawn, the Trolls, and the Forsaken here. If we 1, 2, 3, 5 units, a little bit of mobility. The Chosen, oh, and not to mention Olek himself. This is going to be a dangerous and very tough fight. I think we should fight it and try and do as much damage to them as we can. These banners are useless. Oh boy, this is a really big test for Foucault. I don't like this one bit. I'm just, well, at least it's an open plain. Foucault is not immortal either. But what I'm thinking, put the great swords on the flanks. Deal with the whatever. These three.
Shield of faith by Ulrich's wrath.
I'm in the center here.
Ready for war. Cast the foe.
Slow down whatever comes in here.
Great swords. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Yikes, it's gonna be nasty. Really battle here. I think I'm gonna back it up a bit, and we might have to do a tactical withdrawal here. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Do a little bit of damage to them as they come in, and the guns, and
Great cannon.
then here,
By Ulrich's wrath.
then here,
Hellstorm.
then
We
here.
are Sigmar's heirs.
So it'll be tough getting the artillery off the field. We might have to sacrifice the great swords if we want to do a tactical withdrawal. Let's see what happens.
Great swords.
Guys
For
up a
the
little bit.
twin-tailed comet. For Heldenhammer. Seeking enemy. At
Guys are
once.
front attack.
Go.
I need to take Kolek down as quickly as possible. Where is he? Yeah. Getting into range. Ah, there he is. He's right in the center.
We are ready.
You guys can pick off those
Fire.
chaos spawn.
Ready for war.
Alright, that's good.
For the
You
Warhammer.
can target old Kolek.
Great cannon. Crank that machine. For Heldenhammer. Sigmar guides us. Great swords. Sigmar guides us. Ready to serve. At speed. Ready for war.
Come on.
Yes,
Shoot
my
the
lord.
Sun Eater. Please.
Great cannon.
Doing no damage to him. Fuck's sake, you guys should not be shooting the
Hellstorm. Fire with haste. Warrior priest.
those ogres are going down pretty quick.
Ready for war. No
Keep you guys together. Oh my gosh, it's taking ton of damage there.
Hellstorm rocket battery! Pick your targets!
Pull you back. Oh. Get back. Oh, you're needed. Right. Guys gotta get out of there. Come on. Shoot. Fucking Polak.
The Empire endures! For France! Charge!
Alright, one of you just gotta flank them.
Hand gunners!
Guys, pull back. Oh my god. Go, get out of there, man. Two. Get in there. I should be okay there.
Ready to smite.
Ready to drop.
Adult A, we're ready.
Ah, shit. No. You stay in combat. You circle around. Alright, I think we got the Sun Eater down. And drop one of these. Drop another one of these. Guys, back up. Guys, keep shooting.
We are ready! Hellstorm!
Alright, I think we've got it. The guns. Ah, shit. Get in there. Doing their job. A couple of you guys get in behind here. Some shots in on them. Woo! Alright, I was worried. Not gonna lie. The handguns seem to do the job. Then. We've left them in pretty bad shape too. Yeah, right. Maybe I'm starting to get a little bit of fondness for guns. They just like mincemeat of them. The Sun Eater and a whole bunch of Chosen. Yeah, see you guys later. Whew. I think on that note, probably end the episode. Did not leave much of this army left intact either. Maybe a little bit more vigilant there, we might have been able to actually wipe them out. It would have been hard to catch the Marauder Horsemen though. Good job, boys. Two units survived. Beauty. No, we're not going to get replenishment here because we're oh wait, maybe we are. Kinda, I don't know, which province is he in? Should have actually enough movement to hit this and this. Very nice. Right, where were we? Verstholen didn't miss a stride. First shot rang out, slicing straight through the dog warrior's face, knocking him backwards. His knife finished a second, emptying his innards across the floor. A wicked swipe. Then he spun away, out of the reach of the crude blades, switching to the second barrel as he went. They came after him. Verstholen kept moving, leaping onto another low table, scattering flagons of ale. One nearly caught him. The knife flashed, and the guard lost his fingers. He howled in pain before Verstholen plunged the blade into his swollen eye socket. The last of them withdrew warily. Verstholen flicked his eyes to the card table. There were keys on it. From the corridor beyond, scuttling noises came. The pets. They were nearly there. He sheathed his blade. For this, he'd need a free hand. He leapt towards the remaining dog guard, kicking his boot out as he did so. The guard swung his blade clumsily to intercept,
The
but the move
Celestial
was
College
faint.
implores that
Was
I
a
hear
feint.
you. I remain unconvinced.
Red Duke really wants to be friends, eh? First Holland swerved away from the swipe easily and gained his real objective. The keys were heavy, strung on a loop of iron. He grabbed them and scrambled across to the door. The pets burst in. Like insects, they swarmed across the floor. One, confused perhaps, leapt onto the dog guard. The frail youth tore his throat out with his teeth, swinging his head from side to side like an animal. The others came after Verstholen, slotted the key in the lock, then spun around. A pet reared up at him. A slim girl, her robes bloomed out as she attacked, exposing the naked alabaster flesh beneath. Like all of Natasha's victims, she'd been beautiful once. Now her eyes burned with lilac light, and her mouth extended wide for the beast. His teeth were pointed, tipped with steel, and her tongue was forked. Right, we just ought to resolve this bad boy. Verstholen fired, feeling the heavy recoil of the pistol. Horror was hurled back, her lithe body bunched up, limbs curled round like a wounded insect. Then he was through the door, out into the warm night. Right, we'll pick it up there next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Poor Sigvald came all the way to the Ice Pack Bay and Chaos Rebellion, or actually it was, I guess, a Norskin Rebellion. Ruined it for him before he could get there. Picking up lots of followers and crap. Anyway, we got a bit of work to do. It looks like we can finally catch up to this army, get rid of it. And then what we'll do is we'll try and get these three forces together and push into the deep north and see what we can do. And over here,
Praise be to Sigmar.
Uko, I did get a little bit of replenishment by the looks of things. Oh, it looks like the Skaven finished off Kolak for us, actually. Alright, well, deal with this rebellion here and probably stay put and help it for a little while to improve the public order and just see if we can get this settlement chain built up a bit before we work on eliminating the Skaven, which once Franz is ready to go, I think that'll be our next objective. Get rid of them. So yeah, I think Sigvald will leave for Schwarzhelm. So that's still gonna be a tough fight. Chaos Knights, Hell Cannons, Chaos Chariots, Chosen. Might need an army to support, which maybe we'll send Uther to support him. And we'll between those two catch up to Sigvald, and hopefully that will be the end of Chaos. Right, anyway guys, thank you once again for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Part number 122, 21 or 22? I think it's 22. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Ragnarok signing out.